going on, guys? Nick. Just want to show another correct prediction, something I put out yesterday in the video. Recently just started getting back heavy into NBA, looking to decode that daily, fresh season. And it's just, another exciting time, looking to take advantage of another league. But I guess just recapping, on baseball, obviously tough. Baseball is very difficult. A lot of factors that go into that. There's always two sides to the story, I guess. But with baseball, there's a lot of factors. You have to worry about relief pitchers and just the way that a baseball game unfolds in terms of the rig and whatnot. Much harder to predict it because unseen things could happen throughout the game. But with basketball, less factors, 5 people on the court. It just makes for an easier experience. But it's not to say we didn't do well in baseball. Had over, just almost over a 90% win percentage during a 2-week span, and then dipped off a little bit. But, working at it every day, it's you start to see it better and better. But yesterday in the video, I said, most likely the Nets were going to lose to the Bucks and become 1-3. And that was so interesting, not only because Nets equals 13, but because today, now they're playing the Dallas Mavericks. And, like I say, basically in 90% of my videos, Dallas is 13. Dallas is also 41, the 13th prime. So, and also on 41 date numerology, this happened. So, just another correct prediction. It's when it's something like that and a very strong gematria related to either the team or the location. You feel confident about certain picks, and that was definitely one I felt confident about. And I also put it out on Patreon, which, like I said, I'm going to be doing those daily decodes, a break every now and then. But if you're interested in that, I can put the link in the bio. But yeah, and perhaps you see it, but you see something setting up for that game as well. But yeah, Giannis put up 43 points. It's interesting, number 34, puts up 43. Greece equals 34. It's either Greece. Yeah, notice Greece is 43 and 34. Right, Giannis from Greece puts up 43 points, number 34. And then in typical fashion, Kevin Durant with 33 in New York. Brooklyn, New York, where New York is 33. Very big number with New York. So yeah, now do we see them win 2 straight and become 3-3, and they do that at home. So that's definitely something. Lines up with something else I was just mentioning previously. So, man, the Knicks game was crazy. So now it makes you wonder about the Knicks, but just watching it, you see RJ Barrett missing wide open layups, just total chaos and nonsense. How is a professional basketball player missing a wide open layup? There's no reason for that. But the Knicks then do go on to win. It's interesting, Charlotte falls at 2-2. Knicks equals 22. Knicks could have fell to 2-2, but Knicks also equals 41. So maybe something's setting up with that. But man, the Lakers 0-4. That's interesting. I thought maybe they get to 1-3, like LA 13, and then maybe eventually become 2-3, contribute to LeBron's previous number. But no. It's interesting, do they get to 2-4? And that would be against Denver if they won the next 2 games. Kobe, obviously thinking about Kobe, but also in Denver, Colorado, that's, I believe, where Kobe was accused of rape. Not saying that's true, but just saying that's another narrative. There, you had to sit up. But, yeah. I guess we'll look at it more tomorrow on a Patreon, so. World Series is tomorrow. Phillies, Astros, how about it? I did definitely say, oh, yeah, I like the Yankees and the Dodgers. But, man, you do realize you have to look much deeper. I don't know. It's finding the right pattern, I guess. I guess it's going to take a little bit more experience or just a little bit more effort. But, what I saw, I thought made a fair amount of sense. But, of course, the Yankees, they lose their final game of the season, 6-5. New York Yankees equals 65. Of course, this happens at home. Or 5-6, another big number with the Yankees. And just, the Catholic Church in general and the Jesuits were definitely, creating these outcomes. Oh, a little choked up. And, yeah, the Astros, mentioning that 56, they had 56 losses in the regular season, and they haven't yet lost in the playoffs. So, do they go on to sweep the Phillies? It's amazing what this team, they're, it's definitely a well put together team. And, and then the Phillies, they advance 4-3, the final score. And Philadelphia Phillies equals 191, the 43rd prime, just like New York Yankees is 191. And they last met in the World Series in 2009, 29. Yankees equals 109, the 29th prime. Is Yankee 29? Yeah, Yankee is 29. Also 101, the 26th prime. Yankees is 26. So that's interesting how that works out. But yeah, the Yankees stuck on that 27, MLB 27. I don't know where that's going to be passed by them, but it's amazing because they're basically there every year, but they're stuck on the 27, and look how important that number is. Baseball, MLB 27, 27 outs for each team. The word ritual equals 27, like the word sun. The sun is baseball. Sun equals baseball, right? Baseball's played during the summer. These are occult rituals. So it's amazing looking at it like this because it makes a tremendous amount of sense. Sun equals 9, 9 innings, 54 total outs, 18 half innings, then that 27. Yeah, that MLB, the same as Sun. And it's played during the summer. And the Jesuits are a sun-worshipping cult because, the sun is in their logo. You think a pagan ritual, it's not an accident, So it's interesting, the Padres, definitely. It's interesting, Padres is 27. Also 63, that's definitely another number. Padres 99, interesting, eliminated at the same time as the Yankees and Aaron Judge, number 99. So that's what I'm saying. It's these big rituals, and it's you see how it's interconnected, between all the teams, but it's what are they going for in terms of the outcome? I don't know how easy it is to figure that out, but it does seem difficult. But yeah, definitely not a coincidence. or these, like, the results of these games aren't random. They're definitely predetermined. But yeah, I guess looking at football, man, Ravens Bucks. You'd think the Bucks would try to win this game, because them falling to 2 games under, that wouldn't be looking too good. Since in Dallas, the games this week are on 10/30, like 1-3. Dallas equals 13. They're home, so perhaps Dallas goes on to win this game. That could make some sense. It's 13. I don't know something that equals 13. I guess I can just type in Dallas. Duh. Yeah, so notice 13 is the 6th prime. Dallas can get their 6th win on 10/30. That definitely makes some sense. 13-6, boom, right there. So yeah, I like that. 9.5 point favorites. Do they win by 13? They could also win by 6, I guess. Interesting. Eagles. Philadelphia. What do they do? Does Philadelphia, which equals 61, does Philadelphia, which equals 61, fall to 6-1 at home? That could also make some sense. That could make some sense. They are huge favorites, though. Wow. So maybe it takes Steelers points, because I don't know. It's just that's something you definitely see. Like, if the team doesn't end up winning, it's usually a close game. But they probably win. They anyway. This is another thing I wanted to talk about. The New York Giants become 6-1. That should remind you of Aaron Judge, 6'7", a giant, breaking the 61 home run record 61 years after 1961. So the Giants becoming 6-1, certainly not an accident. I also liked, at one point the score was 10-11 in the Giants' last game. And from that point, I'm like, okay, the Giants, and they, at that time, they were losing, by 1 point. But I'm like, okay, I probably like the Giants to win this game because New York equals 111. And the score was 10-11. Such an outrageous score. When do you ever see a 10-11 game? Definitely not, that was definitely the first time that happened this season. There's no way, there's no way another game was 10-11 at one point. So yeah, this stuff's definitely scripted. But yeah, I guess we'll just look at this, more and more. Probably will have some picks out for these games. I probably already put those out, but yeah, I guess we'll just I guess one more thing. It is interesting. Philly's also 1-4. Well, and the Lakers are 0-4. It's interesting that both these teams are doing poor. They're probably at the bottom of the league. Yeah, Lakers. It's interesting. The Lakers and the Kings are right next to each other. The Kings and LeBron. Also the Magic. Just what that name means, Magic. But yeah, I guess I'll leave it there, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.